Okay, so for part 2, it says on this worksheet, draw 4 different waves with the following measurements. So this is pretty similar to what we did on Friday with our rulers. So if you have not already, go ahead and grab a ruler and make sure that you're on the centimeter side. So again, if you have a ruler that says 0 on it, make sure that that's where you start. Whereas if your ruler does not say 0, that means that your start is at the beginning of the ruler. So what we're supposed to do is we're supposed to create some waves that follow these measurements. So before I do anything, remember that on Friday when we were working with waves, they all have a line down the middle, and that line, it represents the medium. So I'm just going to draw a line down the middle. Use your ruler to make a straight line. And then it says, I always start with the wavelength because I want my length to be the right amount. I can always put the crest and the trough in there if my wavelength is correct. So my wave is going to start at the beginning of my line. Go ahead and start at 0. And I'm stopping at 2 centimeters. So I'm going to put it right here. That means that I need to draw a crest and a trough before I get to this mark. And that would represent one wave. So the next thing that I need to do is essentially split that in half. So half of 2 is 1. So about here is where I'm going to start my trough. And here is where I'm going to have my crest. So remember, my crest is the top part of a wave, and it needs to be 1 centimeter high. So I'm going to move my ruler here. If I start at 0 and go to 1, that means my crest can be right around here. And I'm just kind of eyeballing it somewhere in the middle between here and here. And then I want my trough to be somewhere in between here and here. So I'm just kind of eyeballing it again, and it also is supposed to be 1 centimeter. So put your 0, mark the 1 centimeter. And then from there, you are just drawing your crest and your trough. So crest, come down, now I have a trough. Okay, so that is just one wave. Now it doesn't tell us how many waves to draw, so for right now I'm just going to leave that. And I'm going to go to number 2 just to show you one more example. Again, draw your medium, which is the line that just goes straight. Then start with your wavelength. Again, start at 0, 2.5 is going to be right here. And you need a crest and a trough within this 2.5. So, again, I'm splitting that. Half of 2 is 1, half of 5 is going to be a quarter, 0.25. So I need each one to be not quite 1.5, but somewhere right around here. And if you're not sure about how to split it in half, just kind of eyeball it. This is about halfway, slightly more. My measurements were a little bit off, but you can see this is about halfway. From there, the crest should be 3.5 centimeters tall. So again, start halfway and draw it, eyeball it. This is about halfway. This would be 3.5. And then I want a trough, so in between here and here, 3.5, and then connect. Okay, so I'm going to leave you with 3 and 4. If you run out of room, you can attach a sheet of notebook paper. But I also want to mention here, once you have finished drawing all 4 waves, make sure to answer this question, and then make sure to also explain your reasoning. So that's it for this video. You can go ahead and start your second part, or your second activity.